Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercrest, and welcome back to Let's Play Wolfchild for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. In the last episode, we made our way through the ancient temple, and now we are in the Chimera base for Stage 4. I'm also doing post-commentary for what would have otherwise had been a live commentary video, because, well, that Zalman mic, every time I moved a little too far away from it, my commentary suffered, and I'm now suddenly figuring that out. And I'm switching back to the old RCA headset, and it's not giving me any trouble anymore. Anyway, we are now starting this level by going up on this elevator, and we seem to be hounded by all of these platforms which seem to home in on where our current location is. Now, even if you were to land on the tops of these platforms, which seem perfectly safe, you would still take damage. So you gotta keep that in mind. You just gotta run under them. Don't try to jump on them or anything. Once you're past all those little spike platforms, you'll be dealing with all these guys that drop down, run around, and shoot at you with their little laser guns. You definitely want to equip the big fireball if you have any weapon energy, and use them to get rid of these guys in one shot. Or at least try to anyway. Some of them will run away from you when they land on the elevator, but some of them will shoot you almost immediately as soon as they hit the floor. And you may take a few hits here and there. But as long as you're in wolf form here, you should be okay. Seems like we're out of those guys, but nope, there's still a few more to take care of. And pay attention to music, because at this point in the song, the elevator stops, and you can take this platform upwards. And to the right, you can fully replenish your health, which is a very good thing, especially if you're a human at this point. From here, we're going to be equipping the big fireball as we pick up some health and weapons pickups, along with the orbs that will give us points. The big fireball will also definitely help against these guys that stand still and shoot at you several times, as well as any other enemies that we might come across. To the right is some energy if you need it, but if you want to continue the stage, you're going to have to go up here. Be sure to take care of these two guys first before you continue up this ramp. And then if you need it, there's health and some more weapons energy in the form of a three-way shot on this platform if you need it, which you probably will. After taking care of a few more enemies, you'll get a 1-unit replenishment for your health, and you're going to have to use a three-way to get rid of this guy because you can't walk through him. His feet are going to be in your way. If you need points, just go to the left here and pick up this little silver orb that happens to be in that box, and then continue on to the right and kill off a few more of these guys. There's a gold orb to the right if you need it for points, and then we can go up this elevator and continue to the left. You'll be facing these octopus men. These octopus men will attack you with the tentacles on their faces. If they run towards you, you want to keep away from them because those tentacles have a bit of a reach. And after taking care of a few more enemies, we're going to be breaking some more boxes. 2 units of health replenished, some more weapons energy. And then we're going to have to deal with some projectiles coming out of these pipes, which is really bad. I even get shot in the back here, and I didn't even expect that to happen. From there, we'll be going up and to the left. You can walk through these spikes much like the ones in Stage 2. As long as you don't jump onto them, you're perfectly okay. And once you go up this ramp, it's time to head to the left, use the big fireball to take care of some enemies and boxes, and then make sure you don't land on the spikes as you go, as long as you jump over them. Also, we could have dropped down to the left of those second set of spikes in order to go to a secret room, which I will show off later. For now, we're just going to continue to the left, and we're just going to run and go with the big fireballs to take care of all these guys in just one fell swoop. After jumping over some spikes, we have another big silver orb that we can pick up for points, and I just lost my wolf form. Now, you can go left or right at this point, but if you go to the right, You'll be taking on a couple of more octopus men. If you're human at this point like I am, just get right in front of them and just keep punching them until they die. And keep running to the right through this wall, and you'll find a bunch of orbs for points and a smart bomb. Where I'm jumping here, if you had leapt into that little area to the left of those spikes from above while you were up there, you could have dropped down to this room, and then you could just continue to the left to face the octopus men as normal. For now though, let's just keep going, pick up some health, pick up some more points if we need them. Just stay still on that platform, and then just walk through the spikes, don't jump over them. And I believe there's some health somewhere. We're definitely going to be reaching a full health replenishment soon enough, and it's definitely not going to be here. And it's definitely not going to be there either. It's definitely going to be to the left after we go over here. Just grab that, and we can get back at that guy who just shot at us and almost nearly killed us. And there's a secret wall to the right you can pass through for 8,000 points. And actually you couldn't go down here from up there, sadly. What's really bad about losing your wolf form is that you lose your energy for all of your weapons. You don't lose the weapons themselves, but you lose all the energy. And there were some more gold orbs to the left right there if you were smart enough to catch them and good enough to jump to them. Also another secret wall. This leads to some more points. Nothing even remotely useful, but if you want the points, it is definitely there. And we have a new weapon. This little boomerang-like weapon. We're going to be needing it on our way down. But first, hidden power up there. I believe that gave us either more points or one of the letters for extra. I can't remember which, but it does give you something if you go in there. And then once you drop down, equip the boomerang weapon and use it to get rid of all these guys as soon as they get in close to you. The boomerang weapon just goes a little bit forward, and then it moves backwards first to you, and then it will hit anything behind you. It's really useful here, even though it doesn't have the range of the big fireball. You can definitely take care of these guys a lot more efficiently because enemies do stop this projectile. So because of that little weird lack of being able to go through enemies like the big fireball can, you're actually a lot better prepared at taking out these guys more efficiently. And in case you do lose weapon energy, you can still take these guys out with one shot from your default projectile. And this elevator going down where you face all the enemies, that's basically the end of part 1. Now we gotta deal with part 2. Part 2 doesn't have any elevators, but it does have a full health replenishment at the very start. Just go to the right, just stay on the platform, and voila, you just replenish your health all the way. You can go to wolf form at the beginning here if you want, since there are no checkpoints, so in case you die, that's useful. Also managed to get some weapon energy to the left after we drop down, which will help us get that big fireball back and take care of a bunch of enemies on our way to the right here. 1 unit of health replenished. There's the E for the extra, the B for the bonus, in case you need them. Or that's one. I think that's one of the letters for bonus, I believe. If you go up here, even more energy for your special weapons. There doesn't really seem to be anything in these boxes other than points, but again, they're there. To continue, you just have to go to the left, just jump over those spikes, and then you'll have to deal with these platforms that spin around clockwise. You want to watch out for the spikes because they won't insta-kill you, but they will take out 1 unit of health. It's really easy to get past them though, because as soon as the spikes are like poking straight up, they just spin counterclockwise to the right side again. And believe it or not, there is a secret wall you can go through to trigger that continue point and get some more weapons energy. I'm going to be using my downward arcing shot here to get rid of this guy, because that seems to be the best course of action here. I like the weapons in this game. You have a big fireball that goes through enemies, you have a rapid fire fireball shot, you got the downward arcing shot, you got the 3-way, and you got the boomerang. Boomerang really comes in handy here because it lets you get rid of these fishmen rather efficiently, assuming they're close enough to you. Boomerang has very limited range. You also want to duck when you face these guys as well, because they are like the fishmen enemies in Castlevania. They will spit water at you, but as long as you're ducking, you can deal with it okay. And you also have these orange guys shooting mortar shots at you. And I thought I was at another weapon, and I wasn't. And I thought I was using the big fireball here, so I kind of messed up here for some strange reason, but I managed to come out of this okay. There's a smart bomb, which you don't exactly need the box to grab, and well, you're going to need all the smart bombs you can get. And I'm going to use the downward arcing shot to get rid of that guy before he becomes a major problem, because it's going to make it a lot easier to go downward if you get rid of him. Wait for this guy to stop firing, then hit him with the big fireball, and then go to the left through this little secret wall, and we'll be able to take on even more enemies. Sometimes a big fireball will get rid of the guys that run around, sometimes they won't. You're better off using the boomerang for such a thing. After several fishmen, we are able to go up here, take care of this guy, and we can get our health completely refilled and our wolf form restored in case we need it. I definitely go for it because I need all the energy that I can get. And then it's on the conveyor belts. You want to avoid the boxes here. You can't even break them or stand on top of them because they're indestructible, and even if you land on top of them, much like the platforms at the elevator part at the beginning of this very stage, they will hurt you. Now, the boxes stop moving, but, well, you can still slide around this conveyor belt. I like that nice little touch. You will see the boxes again soon enough. For now, we can just jump to the right, grab some more energy, fill up our life to full. And I'm going to take care of this guy with the three-way shot before he makes anything difficult for us later on. And now it's time to head back to the big fireball. And don't just rush through this part where the boxes drop down. I accidentally did that on the practice run, and I nearly got hit. I don't know how I managed to pull that off through beginner's luck, but I just managed to. Now you'll be dealing with the boxes on the conveyor belt again, but they will be coming from the right instead of the left. You won't have to deal with them for long, though. There's a B, there's a full life pickup, some more weapon energy, and that weapon pickup was actually a new weapon. It's this little zigzag shot. Goes through enemies, can only be stopped by walls. I'm pretty sure we'll find a use for it somewhere. So wait here for the boxes. When the one that drops down disappears, you can continue on your way. Use this little escalator-like platform to go up here, because you can't walk through that tube, that little huge set of tubes. And I'm going to use a three-way shot to get rid of this guy. And apparently whenever I kept hitting him with it, he turned around. Don't know what that was about. But he's gone, and we won't have to deal with him as we're going up here for more points. Another fishman, and then another guy with a mortar shot. This is where the zigzag shot came in handy, because he was right in the path of it. I love it. And we have even more weapons energy in the form of that three-way shot. You don't even need to shoot that guy at the right. You can just move past him, and you'll just make your way straight to the end of part 2. But I get rid of him anyway, and I get rid of the guy to my left there once I go down that ramp, so that way I don't get shot in the back on the way to the boss. The boss here is really simple if you're in wolf form. All you gotta do, once you make it up these platforms, is just run to the right and keep hitting him with a big fireball. He shoots 2 sets of fireballs, 4 each. After the second set, you want to run all the way to the other side. And you just want to keep firing at him as he shoots the fireballs, as he pops out of the pipe. And if you're good enough, you'll be able to take him down in record time like I did. So hit him as he's shooting the fireballs. There are a couple of safe spots you can do it from. On the second salvo, just run to the other pipe, and then when you see him in the corner, just jump over him, and then prepare to keep hitting him again. Be sure to use the big fireball so you can do the most damage with each projectile. If you're in human form, you'll have to get a lot closer, and you will have to avoid the fireballs because there will be one dropping down right next to where he is. And you'll also have to go to the other side faster after the second set of fireballs, so that way you can ensure that you can avoid them. You can also use 1 or 2 smart bombs, but I would recommend saving them for the final boss, which we're going to be facing in the next video. Other than that, giant shrimp isn't really that much of a pain to fight off. But once you fight them off, you'll be taking on stage 5, the inner core. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. I told you guys this was a short game, and well, this was a short game. This game was made for video game computer consoles like the Amiga and the Atari ST, so it definitely wasn't going to have a lot of length to it, but, we're here at the final stage. The inner core. Next video, this is where it all ends. We go through the inner core, we face Carl Drax, and we save Saul's father. This is it. We are finally at the end game. It was a good game while it lasted, folks. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!